match. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and they're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Awesome. You go 46.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, Stafford here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A second down run for Abdullah. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 26.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Line 8. Here we go. Count. Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Blunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He finds Riddick complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We're rolling, we're rolling.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kerry Hyder in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Down to the 25. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And he puts it through. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football. Following the score on the final play before break. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
On the run, this is Jackson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, get out, get out.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. third down's important to them, they find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, 47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Under.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds Hurns left side. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Get out.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Here's Stafford now on second down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And to the left side here, Wilson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Stafford on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys. We send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors of this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a carry for Blunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
It's coming now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Get out, get out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott, and that's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
46. We go 480.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Prescott to throw this time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So out now come the Lions. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Over the middle here to Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And Abdullah lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
He'll run it here with Blunt. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
You go 47. Switch. You go 46. You go 47. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Switch it. Hey. Go to 54. Why ain't?
Again, it's Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Awesome. 4 down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So here come the Lions now. Now Riddick, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
From the end zone, Stafford over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. It's Riddick underneath. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down. To the air again. Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On first down at Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken play at this point in the game.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback. And that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher. It's intercepted.
Picked all. They needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
A give to Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Let's go, get out, get out. Hey, 47.
It's Scarborough again, and he'll be taken down at the 34. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
Heads up. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Dallas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.